Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken 6. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well, to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here
and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Morrow, and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 31-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs. And I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Faking the handoff, Howell. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 22, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play action now, Prescott.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. He'll look to throw it.
He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hunt is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he sees the Cowboys starting job in 2021. 78 catches were 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes first down catches like that.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing, Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. He's got room at the 30.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
And he is caught by Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb.
His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game.
It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I's, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
All fans of the Washington Commanders have been holding their collective breath to see how Chase Young returns from last season's torn ACL. If we see the 2020 Rookie of the Year back on the field, everyone who likes the garnet and gold will be awfully happy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. From the gun on third down, Howell.
And he completes it to Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Howell, another throw on second down. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
That's say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Kareem Hunt
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting.
And he's going to go down again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down. Howell now.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards that time, and a Washington 1st. Hunt will try going up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons
from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3rd and long. Here's Howell.
Ebron caught left side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped it well short.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Draw play, Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Dak.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh.
Hindsight's 2020.
2020 and never defeated.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
He's at the 50. The 30. 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Commanders,
it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.